Going to show you where I am at. I have made two of these. They're not in place, that's why they're not square. They're not in place, but I got two of those. They look like this. That's what they look like. They're just going to be a support. Concrete camera work. Glad you stopped by. They're going to be a support for the bed that slides out. The part that's going to be back here is going to be stationary, and it's going to be quite a bit longer than the part that slides out. Not quite a bit, but it will be obviously wider. We're going to give pretty close to the 48 inches. From the factory, it was about 42, something like that. I've got the pieces up front. So those, imagine those are there. And then imagine going up into it is this piece. This piece right here. Here's what it looks like from the back. Just want to kind of show you what I'm doing so far. This is just a 1x4. And then that's just going to be a place to mount it, secure it to the floor. It's going to go, let's go back in and I'll show you. Just suffer through this camera work for a little bit. Okay. And it should slide in here. It should slide in there, like that. But before I do that, I will nail it in, well, screw it in to those. And I think that this comes up even to the top, I think. No, it doesn't. It is 3/4 of an inch down to accept the lip that comes up and over to it. So I'm there so far. So really the rest of the bed is going to be out here. It's going to be a lot of bed back there. This is the part that's going to slide back. It's not going to be very factory at all, but it'll give you a bigger bed. So that's kind of where we're going. That still looks good up there, doesn't it? Woo, doggy. I like it. Okay, now around the front here, I've got the original pieces right here. This is the piece I just showed you installed right here. That's it. That's what I made my template off of. And this is the sliding part of the bed. Maybe I could show you. So when it's closed, it's like that. And then when it opens up, it's like that. And that piece drops down into, I know this is terrible and I'm sorry, drops down into there. See? That piece just stops it right there. And then this right here is where that wheel well cover is, and it'll go all the way up here. And that will hold it up here. And there will be one down there. And then this is just holding the other part of it up. So, comes up, slides up there to open. Or no, to close. Sorry, to close. It's small bed. Slides back here. Big bed. You lose a lot of storage. I don't like it. I don't like doing them. That's what the customer wants. That's what the customer's going to get this time. And there's the other piece. Look at how thin. But this is going to sit on some ribs, rafters, if you will. So it's very thin. I'm going with 1/2 inch just because I feel better about that. So I don't know. This, I'm going to use some plastic hinges. Crazy. I'm going to have to go back and look and see what they were doing. See exactly how this piece went in there. I'm wondering if it didn't sit like this, and then you open this up, and under here would be some storage. I think that's how that worked. I guess. We're going to find out. Okay, I have mounted these two pieces. They will fit over the wheel wells. Both of those. Like that. And then this will supply the stop, and it'll look nice. So, I just kind of braced them up in there because this will be sitting on the actual wheel well. All right, let me go install them up. Here's where we're sitting. I didn't install, I guess I just set it there because I want to make sure before I build the rest. That's got to come up, but it's going to need some screws and that kind of thing to make it do that. And so this is where you'll have a little couch area. So that'll turn into a couch. It'll be a giant couch, but it'll be a couch. All right. Now I've got to figure out the rest of it. I think all I'm going to do is frame all of that in, kind of where you see those pencil marks. It's going to be higher than that, though, after I've deciphered enough. So I will frame that in, and hopefully I do it right. All right, here we go. Now, I came down 3/4 of an inch, and I nailed this toe board in all the way. And I added this piece, this support all the way across. And it is 3/4 of an inch lower than that one. It's the same as this piece. So it's sitting on top of here will be even with this. I'm going to make probably about 4 or 5 more of those. Run those evenly spaced across, and that will be our bed. I'll see how it feels. That's a long run. I may put something under that just to brace it across there. Probably will. That 1/2 inch would probably be enough though. But anyway, we'll get enough of those going across here. That'll be the support for back here. Now I've got to decide, do I want to make a trap door back here to stow that jug? I think I do. I don't know. We shall see. Let me cipher on it a minute, but I got to get these slats cut out, get them screwed in on each end, give them good support, and then I may put a little support in the middle anyway. See how I feel about it. That's my updates. Here's what I ended up with, and I screwed those into the sidewalls just because I wanted something right there, and that hooks that in. So that's good. That's good. Plus, it gives something whether you put your head or your feet wherever you're going to put them. That gives us just a little extra, and I like that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of 1/2 inch, and I'm going to run it up to about just where it hits that lip right here. That way, it'll sit there stationary. I don't even think that these get nailed down. I think they just stay right there. And then, I wonder if I can climb in here. Boy, I haven't been awkward enough here lately. Just let me help you out here. There we go. Oh, boy, I wish you had that on camera. All right. So, better put that one in a little better, huh? So, I think it's just going to lay there. And it will, that's going to help me anyway. That's going to come up to about right here. Let me get it better. There we go. Then this lip will catch the other piece that comes out. So the rest of it will come out, and there will be a stop on it that stops right there and drops this piece right into here. And then that piece will lay all the way across here. So I think. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work. I just hope it works. So we'll see. I've got the other pieces to make the pieces with, so we will do that. And we'll see if it works. We're going to find out. If not, you know what? Do it twice theater. It's always fun. Let me get working on that. There is the platform part of the bed. This is about where I plan on leaving it. But it's not screwed down. So if you indeed would like to have access to your storage, I would imagine it take some doing, but you could do that, I guess. So you can get at it if you had to. If you had to. Now we've got to build this front piece. And it will lay on this. And then the front will have a little lip on it. And that lip will sit down on here, but up there. So when you pull it off of here, so when you push it all the way back, it makes a lip right there. And then you could pull it out here, and this will stop it. This will stop it, and it'll slip in there. And then there will be another piece that's probably 1 1/4 in the front here. That's part of the lip that holds it out. And then it'll sit on that lip, and it'll sit on this lip, and that will be the front of the bed. They'll get it pretty close to a 48 bed. So what they'll do to make this back into a couch is one cushion will be 30 3/4. And then the other cushion can be, it's going to be about 18, somewhere around there, 17, right in that area. And that's what that cushion will be. So all you'll have to do is pick this up off of here, push it back on top of here, put your 30-inch cushion back, put your 17-inch cushion back there. It'll be 5, so it'll sit out. So it'll be about 24, 25-inch couch with that cushion in the back. So it's getting late, and let me break the fourth wall here. It really is actually a Saturday, and I've got to go in and get ready for a live. This is probably being released on a Sunday, but you will know that that's why I went in right now, because there's plenty of daylight. And I think I'm really kind of happy with this work that I've gotten done today, so I feel good about it. A lot going on, a lot getting going fast. So I want to take you step by step, and it'll only be a bumper for you guys, but I will build that front door tomorrow after this bumper. Yep. Whoa, let me show you what I got. I built the front piece. So this is going to be the very, very front. It's going to go up against there and up against there. That's the stop. Now here is a 3/4 piece right here that will keep us even with this board on that edge. Make it level. Okay? So that's where we're at on that. I'm using this half-inch plywood. So I have got to get it pretty exacting on my cut. So what I'm gonna do is I have pulled this piece back because we're not going to nail it down or anything. So I'm gonna put this in right side up. Nice and easy. Up. Okay, all the way. Now, what I wanted was to be halfway on here. So this sits half on that 3/4. Well, it's really 1 inch because it's got some ply in front of it. So this has to cover 1/2 inch. That needs to cover 1/2 inch, and that's where it will be. And it can't go any further because we're already all the way up there. So what I want to do to be exact is I'm going to pop this piece just temporarily on top because I know that that only goes halfway. That's how we've already built it. So I put this, I knew I made this side right up against this, and this one is going right to the end of, you can't even see me. On that side, pretend this side is that side, it's right against here. And this one is too, but I had a different way of keeping track of it. There it is. So now, I just make sure that this is all the way up, and it is, and that's the farthest it can go. Pencil. Go right up against this back piece. All right, now when we pull this off, our pencil line that we just drew is right there. Let me get you a little closer. Right there. Right there. So now, I should be able to take this over to the table saw, and that looks like it's about an inch. Which would make sense if it was an inch or 3/4 of an inch, just because if this is close to 48 and we put 3/4 on here, we have to eliminate that 3/4. So it looks pretty close, so that we're gonna get close to that 48-inch bed that we were looking for. So I'm gonna take that over. I'm just gonna zip that part off, and I'm gonna go up here and then reset it, and hopefully we've got a Gaucho. We'll see. Okay, it was just about 7/8 is what we took off. That put it right on the line, because we're gonna need a little bit of give and take, I think. If we're trying to do this, I mean, just spot on tight, so that when I don't know, I want it tight in there. I mean, the cushions, if you've ever felt these Gaucho cushions, easy for me to say, they're pretty heavy, because there's a lot of them. Especially, I think the customer is using a 5-inch super foam, heavy density. So they'll be heavy enough to hold down anything, regardless of what's jumping around. So it's not gonna be a big problem, but it makes me feel better. So let me put this in and see. Oh yeah. Yeah. You can kind of see that, can you? Yeah. So we wanted that about 1/2 inch right there. That's pretty close. Let's see where we're at when we move this up. So that's gonna be there. Yeah. We can come back just a touch, actually. Just a touch. And yeah, that's good. That's good. Let me jump up in here real quick. This style, wow, okay. I was a little concerned, but instead of going this way, like we did with the rafters or whatever bed slats you want to call them, we've got this one going this way, and then we're on that 3/4 right there. So if we want to put this back, all we have to do, pop this up on there, move that back like that, and it'll be against the back, so it won't move back any further than this. Then you'll just put the big cushion here, and then you'll put the small cushion back here. So, here we are. I mean, if you don't mind looking at my back, this is where you'd be. So, again, this is not the exact, because I did measure. I do have the other pieces I showed you, and it only adds up to about 42. So we've got an extra 6 inches here that we're dealing with that is not going to be dealt with because the customer wanted the exercise bed. So it's gonna be some custom cushions, and she's aware of that. So there are other people out there doing standard Gauchos, but I think really the only difference would be just this measurement and this measurement. But she wanted to keep as much original, and these, and this is the original placement. And so that's what we did. It's going to be it's a custom. It's going to look more or less the same. But that's the Rob the Rebuilder Gaucho special. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back in a couple of days, or 2, 3, 4, whatever it takes, and hope you'll stay tuned.